Hey y'all, today we are going to make a pumpkin bread pudding with some sliced brioche bread. I'm just going to layer the bread down in a greased glass pan. I'm going to add a half a cup of brown sugar to the bowl, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon in there so that it mixes up well. I'm going to take some fresh nutmeg and grate a little bit of this in there. And then I'm going to add some pumpkin pie spice to this, because we're going to add some pumpkin that I have in the freezer. Then I'm going to take my eggs and break them in a separate container to make sure that I have no shells. I'm going to take 4 eggs and I'm going to whisk that into the brown sugar and spices. Going to mix it up really well to get all of that spice mixed up and separated into the eggs. And then I measured out 1 cup of 2% milk, and what little bit of pumpkin that I had in the freezer, I defrosted it. I added that, then I added the milk, gave all this a really good whisk. It smells divine. And then I'm going to pour that over the top of the brioche. I'm going to make sure that I get it all over the bread. It's going to soak all of this up. I'm going to press them down a little bit until they're not floating anymore. You want to let them sit for a little while before you put it in a 350-degree oven. I didn't really time this. I'm thinking maybe 25 to 30 minutes, but keep an eye on it. Oh, I did sprinkle some sugar, just about a teaspoon of sugar over the top. Also sprinkled a little cinnamon back over it too. Then I took a tablespoon of butter and melted it and just drizzled that all over the top of it. This is going to help toast it up a little bit. Now look at it when it comes out of the oven. It's all puffed up and crunchy on the outside. But if you look as I touch it with this chopstick, you're going to see it is so moist on the inside. It's almost custardy. It's got that pumpkin in there, the spices, the crusty butter crust that it made on top is delicious. So there's 2 ways that you can serve this. My preference, maple syrup. I just drizzled a little bit of this delicious pure maple syrup all over the top. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot. Oh, some people are so lucky to have trees in their yard to be able to get their own syrup. I have to buy mine. It's a fortune. Look at how moist it is in the middle. So good. A little bit of the pumpkin sort of sunk to the bottom. This was so good, y'all. Then the other way that you can serve it, just like French toast, sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over the top of it. This used to be my preference when I was younger, but now I'm more of a maple syrup kind of gal. Look at how it's crunchy on the outside, moist in the center. Look at all the pumpkin in this piece that sunk to the bottom. It goes great with the powdered sugar though. Yum, y'all. Thanks for watching through my kitchen window. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like us. Thanks.